This is Steve Sanson, President of Veterans in Politics International, and we're over here at court observing the city of Henderson Justice Court today. And we had the pleasure to go into Sandra Allred DiGiacomo's courtroom. And, well, we weren't there too long, but the time that we spent there, we believe that she did a pretty good job handling her courtroom. She had a lot of detainees, and it was a criminal calendar, but she did okay in her courtroom. So I don't have anything bad or good to say either way. And then we went to Judge Barbara Schifalacqua. We went into her courtroom, and it was a lease case with you got the plaintiff and the defendant, you got the tenant, and you got the landlord. Anyway, on that case, they had to have a Spanish interpreter, so it was very difficult for the judge to talk and translate from the plaintiff to the defendant, back and forth. I was even getting confused trying to keep up with all the English to the Spanish. But anyways, the landlord, he served the wrong person. He had the wrong name on there, but the person that was in the courtroom was actually living in the home, and they paid by cash. Landlord had no evidence to support how much they paid, and the person that was paid by cash, the tenant didn't have no receipt from the landlord. So here's the thing, folks. If you're the landlord or your tenant, make sure you have some type of documentation to support your payments or to support the payments that are coming in, whether you are the landlord or whether you are the tenant. Because you pay cash, you got to get a receipt or something on a text message saying that, hey, I received payment, or saying that, hey, did you get my $1,500? So you can have some type of evidence that you paid. So that judge was pretty good in trying to figure everything out. She went and dismissed the case. She didn't dismiss it with prejudice, but she went and dismissed the case. And I think that was the right call that she did. And then we went up to Senior Judge Mark Stevens in Muni. And, Mark Stevens is Mark Stevens, and he does a really good job what he's doing. I don't know who he was filling in for, but he was on the bench, and he was knocking them out. But basically, we're trying to get through all the courthouses, and we want to make sure that you're educated when you go to the voting booth. And we always ask people, go ahead and court observe. You have to court observe. And we're in Henderson, all the way from Vegas. We're in Henderson, and we're court observing. So Henderson citizens out there, court observe these judges. That way in 2026, you know exactly who you're voting for. This is Steve Sanson with Veterans in Politics International. Until next time.